Speed, agility and innovation are not normally words associated with the delivery of public services. However, changing demands from citizens and private sector organisations, the adoption of cloud-based platforms to deliver IT solutions, and increasing demand for more data to train machine learning and AI tools are pushing government organisations to adopt innovative technologies, many of which are cloud-based. At the same time, users of public services are no longer prepared to wait months for new services. Government organisations face the challenge of needing to build a digital integration architecture that aims to minimise the dependencies on rigid integration models that can delay the time it takes to roll out new services. Within digital government organisations, IT teams must contend with an increasing range of architectures, APIs, endpoints, deployment approaches, etc. Digital organisations require flexible integration capabilities that will connect this diverse landscape seamlessly. The current enterprise IT approach, utilising ITIL, Enterprise Service Bus, or messaging middleware, makes this difficult to achieve. This requires an approach to integration that can integrate legacy systems with new cloud-based systems, many of which will have different data formats. In future, government organisations will need to consider how they can move away from these complex, centralised, rigid integration approaches to something that considers the most efficient way to connect heterogeneous endpoints while supporting the organisation's ability to respond to citizens' needs in a timely and relevant fashion. This is where Agile integration approaches can have benefits. Agile integration approaches provide an efficient, automated way to connect on-premise applications and data repositories as cloud-based setups. But for it to work, it needs to be simplified and open to eliminate the need for bespoke implementations, which lead to the adoption of proprietary technologies and vendor lock-in. The nature of the services being connected also means that the approach will need to facilitate the ability of integration services to be stood up and torn down as needed. Any future operating model should also give thought to the rise in automation of the application development and deployment process, the expanding range of data that is being made and added to using IoT and connected devices, APIs and microservices. It should promote the reuse of existing interfaces rather than need to recreate the wheel every time a new service is created. Integration modernisation initiatives aim to use new integration patterns, development and cultural practices and flexible deployment options to drive business agility and reduce costs. It is important to identify a strategic partner that can provide essential advice and best practices based on years of practical experience to ensure that the integration modernisation initiatives stay on track and deliver the desired outcomes.